What's going on, St. Martin? I'm Alston Lawrence.
And I'm Jasenia Lassero. Welcome to St. Martin's News Desk.
Here are the latest headlines for August 7th, 2024. Our top story tonight. Dutch Quarter has been experiencing significant unrest, with rioters setting vehicles, including an unmarked police car, on fire. This violence has disrupted daily life and halted ongoing road work. In response, MP Otley organized a meeting on Tuesday with community leaders, the Justice Minister, and the police chief. Earlier, the official met with key community members to encourage a peaceful resolution and emphasize the importance of mutual respect between law enforcement and the community. Both the Justice Minister and Police Chief agreed on the necessity of respect and understanding. The meeting addressed several critical issues, including power outages caused by the utility company NVGB. It was noted that criminals have been exploiting these outages. The Police Chief requested that GEBE avoid cutting power in Dutch Quarter at night to reduce crime opportunities. The official highlighted the importance of communication, stating that listening to young community members can significantly impact their behavior. The Dutch Quarter Community Council has called an emergency meeting for 7 p.m. tonight. The council president condemned the violence and urged for proactive measures to restore safety. Enhanced stop and search powers have been granted to police, effective from yesterday, to combat the surge in gun violence. The officials' efforts, along with the involvement of community police officers and other members of the police management team, have set a precedent for collaboration between communities and law enforcement to ensure safety and security for all. Stay tuned for further updates on the situation in Dutch Quarter.
In related news, the Ministry of Romy has announced the early reopening of the 80 Illich Road after a 4-week closure for the Dutch Quarter Sewerage Project. The project involves intense work, including road excavation and sewage pipe installation. Minister Patrice Gums praised the efforts of the contractor and staff, noting that the minor enhancements like mirrors and speed bumps will be added soon. Motorists are advised to drive cautiously as these final additions are being completed. We'll be back after this short break. Stay with us for more updates and news.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed, any moment can be a KFC moment.
Welcome back. In cross-border news, St. Martin and the collectivity of St. Martin are set to sign a memorandum of understanding aimed at improving policies and collaboration in agriculture and fisheries. Minister Grisha Heiliger-Martin and Vice President Alain Richardson discussed the importance of food security and reducing food imports. The MOU will promote sustainable practices, the agreement agricultural training, commitment to enhancing agricultural practices and fostering cross-border cooperation.
Welcome back. In environmental news, a recent study has highlighted the threat of the bare-eyed pigeon to local biodiversity. Researchers are calling for immediate action to manage this invasive species. This pigeon, native to South America, has rapidly spread across the island, posing risks to native species and ecosystems. Eradication efforts, including trapping and possible hunting, are being recommended. Researchers also urge close cooperation between the French and Dutch sides of the island to tackle this issue efficiently.
In aviation news, LIAT 2020 is making its historic maiden flight. today, Wednesday. The airline, revived with a fleet of 7 aircraft, will begin its operations with a flight to St. Lucia. This launch marks a significant milestone in regional travel, with LIAT 2020 offering 3 flights per week initially. The revival is a collaborative effort between regional governments and Nigerian carrier Air Peace. The return of LIAT 2020 is a hopeful development for Caribbean aviation and regional connectivity.
Generally stable conditions restrict significant shower activity and support. Hot and humid conditions across the region. Stay hydrated and keep to the shade whenever possible. Meanwhile, cloud patches traversing the region may produce light showers. Expect slight to moderate seas until the weekend.
Now let's take a look at our tropical weather update by Mr. Brian Shields.
Meteorologist Brian Shields, don't want to waste any of your time, so let's just get to what's going on in the tropics. Now, watching this spot here in the Caribbean, the good news is I'm not seeing development. Here's Debbie up here. We'll get into the eastern Pacific. Some bigger tropical waves here, and this is the area to watch in particular. Coming off the coast of Africa, that's the spot I do believe has the highest chance of developing. Right there, it's starting to emerge. Conditions are going to be conducive down the road for some development. I don't mean this in a scary way. This is normal this time of year to be tracking several things out there. We're getting deeper into August, but I do expect this spot to develop a bit. So here we are, Dominica, Barbados, St. Lucia, Trinidad, here's Puerto Rico. Now, watching these, I'm not going to lose sight. There's one tropical wave right here. There's some other areas of rain, right? Not losing sight of this, just not seeing development in the short term out of this. Watching some disturbed areas here, but we're going to see a surge of moisture, an area of rain and storms coming off the coast of Africa over the next day or two, and just kind of combining with this area here. Somewhere in here, we're going to see this impulse kind of work its way toward the west and toward the Caribbean. And that's when I think we could start to see some signs of development when it gets a little bit closer to the Caribbean.
From across the water, Stichting WeConnect warmly welcomed 20 new students from St. Martin who arrived in the Netherlands to pursue MBO, HBO, and WAO studies, 8,000 kilometers from home. Chantal Dortalina and graduate Shane Priest attended the welcome ceremony at a hotel near Schiphol, starting with an introduction to WeConnect. The foundation is dedicated to student success, offering workshops tailored to their needs. Students ranked money management, networking, and mental health as their top workshop choices. Shane Priest shared tips on living and socializing in the Netherlands, emphasizing the importance of expanding social circles beyond the St. Martin community. Quote, "It is important to make new friends and get out of that St. Martin bubble," he said. Shane credited his success to the student counselors who supported him and expressed his joy in giving back to the new students. Stichting WeConnect thanks the Division Study Financing St. Martin for their support and looks forward to future collaborations. The entire team at NEWSDESK and TV15 would like to wish all the students of St. Martin much success in their studies.
In sports, Keacy Carty is set to make history as the first Test player from St. Martin to play for the West Indies Test team. He will debut against South Africa in Trinidad today. Carty has previously played in 22 one-day internationals and has numerous accomplishments in cricket. His successful performance is in the domestic first-class tournament, where he scored 496 runs that led to his selection. West Indies head coach Andre Coley highlighted Carty's potential to strengthen the team's batting lineup. Carty's father, Keith Carty, expressed his pride, and the local cricket community is eager to see Keacy succeed in his Test career.
And lastly, Cuban wrestler Maijin Lopez is vying for a record 5th Olympic gold medal. At nearly 42 years old, Lopez has reached the final in the 130 kilogram category. Lopez has already tied the record for most Olympic wrestling medals and plans to retire after this event. He expressed pride in representing his country and his dedication to the sport.
Sería mi quinta, discutir una quinta medalla en los Juegos Olímpicos, pero que se ve el desempeño que he tenido que hacer, que era todo lo que he tenido que esforzarme, ¿no? Con disciplina y con todo el esfuerzo para poder lograr todo este resultado. Pero nada, creo que la motivación está, creo que...
But at 41 years old, Maijin is past the average retirement age for Greco-Roman wrestlers. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, he'll be going toe-to-toe with much younger athletes from far better resourced countries.
Cuando hablamos de Maijin de 41 años, estamos hablando de una edad cronológica, no una edad biológica. Maijin tiene un estado fisiológico de un atleta de 30 años, 32 años, según todos los estudios clínicos y médicos también. Goza de perfecta salud, goza de un estado funcional óptimo, un estado de recuperación, de asimilación, como un atleta, inclusive en todas las mediciones, está mejor que todos los jóvenes.
In the run-up to the games, he's pushing himself through grueling 3-hour training sessions at his gym in Cuba's capital, Havana.
Solamente es prepararse estos meses que nos van quedando. El Pigeon dice la última palabra. Y bueno, como digo yo, siempre jugaré.
Maijin hasn't competed internationally since taking gold in the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. In the years since then, he skipped smaller championships to focus his training on Paris 2024. Ahead of the games, he's trying to stay injury-free and build up his confidence.
Creo que me siento en óptimas condiciones, lo demuestro cada vez que voy a una competencia. Y nada, solamente es confianza. La confianza está, solamente es no tener lesiones, como siempre he dicho. Y pues, arriba, pelear.
In other Olympic news, St. Lucia has won its first medal, while Dominica and Jamaica have also secured medals as the Paris 2024 Olympics continue.
And that wraps up our edition of St. Martin News Desk for today.
Thank you for watching and joining us wherever you are.
St. Martin's News Desk is produced by GreatBayMedia for TV15, airing every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on TV15 and our social media platforms.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.